Healthcare workers, people who use drugs, students and advocates are gathered here outside the Vancouver Coastal Health headquarters. They're rallying against involuntary care. They say expanding the policy is reckless and argue involuntary care does not prevent death. Several advocates spoke out. Here's what some had to say.
Stripping someone of their bodily autonomy because of a perceived health risk to the public under the guise of public safety is ableism, full stop.
Labeling drug users, criminalizing them and stigmatizing them all the way in, and encompassing them in this Mental Health Act is totally inappropriate.
Involuntary care is for people experiencing severe mental illness, brain injuries, and addiction in cases where it could impact the safety of themselves or others. Premier David Eby first announced the expansion of involuntary care about a year ago. Since then, the province has announced the opening of beds in Maple Ridge and Surrey. There's been controversy around the policy. Adversaries argue it infringes on human rights, but proponents say involuntary care can be an important tool to protect public safety when done right.
It's not like you can just pick somebody off the street, throw them away forever. There's review processes, there's strict criteria of how it's used, there's often time limits on how long it's used for.
The province is now introducing amendments to the Mental Health Act to strengthen involuntary care that will go through a final reading in legislature this week.
This is in the best interests of people at some points in their lives, depending on what is taking place. That's why we have clinical professionals who make these judgments and decisions.
300 healthcare workers have signed a refusal campaign. They say it will be sent to Premier David Eby and Health Minister Josie Osborne. Michelle Gomez, CBC News, Vancouver.